Back to my channel. Today we're gonna be going over what if Izuku had koichis quirk from MHA Vigilantes. I came upon this short about it, and I thought Koichi's powers were busted, so we're gonna be going over this type of what if. Izuku Midoriya always dreamed of being a hero, but his world never believed in him. As a kid, he was bullied for being quirkless, constantly mocked for writing hero notes and watching All Might's videos. But at age 10, everything changed. When a kid was pushed toward incoming traffic, Izuku sprinted without thinking. Air blasted from his palms and feet, letting him slide across the concrete like he was riding invisible jets. He dove forward, glided mere inches above the ground, and saved the kid in one breathtaking motion. The doctors called it sliding glide, a mobility quirk, but even at that moment, Izuku knew something was deeper inside him. Determined to prove he could be a hero, Izuku spent the next years training his body and pushing his newfound powers. He learned how to ricochet off walls, twist midair, and burst forward at speeds faster than pro athletes. His room filled with homemade wind tunnels made from desk fans, notebooks filled with air, dynamic equations, and exercise hands by the bands tied to his ankles to control pressure blast. Alright, where was I? Sorry guys. My sister came in the room that I had to pause it. I think we were at he learned how to ricochet off walls, twist midair, and burst forward at speeds faster than pro athletes. His room filled with homemade wind tunnels made from desk fans, notebooks filled with air, dynamic equations, and exercise hands tied to his ankles to control pressure blasts. By middle school graduation, Izuku's mobility was unmatched, but society still treated him as weak because his quirk didn't look flashy. Everything changed when with the sludge villain, Izuku didn't hesitate. He slid across cars, bounced off signposts, and tore into the villain with compressed air bursts that felt like miniature explosions. All Might was stunned by the kid's speed, precision, and courage. Seeing Izuku's potential, All Might didn't give him one for all. Instead, he offered guidance, teaching him stamina control, discipline, and how to think like a hero. Izuku finally felt seen. At UA entrance exam, Izuku broke history. Before most students even reached the battlefield, Izuku had already cleared multiple zones. He zipped between robots faster than cameras could track, hammering metal giants apart with shockwave kicks fueled by air pressure. When the zero-pointer appeared, Izuku used the collapsing building behind him to generate a massive pressure burst, launching himself forward like a human rocket. He shattered the robot's sensors with a spiraling air drill and saved Ochako from falling rubble. His score destroyed the previous record. At UA, Izuku wasn't just strong, he was special. Aizawa immediately recognized his versatility. He was fast enough to scout, strong enough to strike, controlled enough to rescue, and smart enough to adapt. During early training, Izuku surprised everyone with creative moves like air shields, wind grabs, and sky steps. Bakugo hated how effortlessly Izuku flew past him, leaving him punching explosions at empty air. The USJ attack marked Izuku's first true moment of fear. Conquered by the Nomu and watching his classmates in danger, Izuku's quirk awakened. A swirling pressure field erupted from his body, airlock mode. He created a storm of controlled wind pressure that pinned the Nomu to the ground, blocked Kurogiri's portals, and deflected Shigaraki's decay dust. It was the first time the League of Villains saw him and feared him. During the UA Sports Festival, Izuku dominated. No one could touch him in the race. In the tournament, Todoroki couldn't freeze a single part of him. Izuku simply redirected the cold air away with controlled spirals against Bakugo. The arena turned into a sky battlefield, with Izuku dashing through the air and delivering shockwave attacks. Bakugo couldn't read fast enough. He won the festival not with brute force, but with creative mastery. In Hosu, Izuku tracked the hero killer stain using shifts in air pressure across rooftops. His fight with Stain was short and surgical. He used a vacuum bubble to nullify Stain's blades and knocked him out with a precise air blast. His speed and calm thinking earned him respect across the hero world. Time passed, and Izuku continued to rise. During the training camp attack, he faced Muscular head-on, using rapid airbursts to throw Muscular's punches off balance before delivering a spiraling kick that sent the villains flying into the forest. Izuku rescued dozens of students from the flames, physically and with the air shields. At Kamino, Izuku launched himself into the sky, grabbed Bakugo from the villain's hands, and escaped before anyone reacted. All Might still confronted All for One, but Izuku created massive air barriers to protect civilians from the shockwaves of their world-shaking battle. With his provisional license, Izuku's leadership grew. In the overhaul arc, he worked closely with Muriel, using air jets to boost Muriel's dodges and deflect projectiles. In the final confrontation, Izuku fired a concentrated air bullet that shattered Overhaul's armor and helped end the fight. During the Paranormal Liberation War, Izuku became a living storm. He redirected Dabi's flames with crosswinds, protected dozens of heroes with rotating air domes, and engaged Shigaraki in mid-air combat at high speeds. He used vacuum zones to weaken Shigaraki's decay and prevented entire streets from collapsing. He saved hundreds of lives that day. When the final war began, Izuku was no longer just a student. He was the battlefield general of the skies. He summoned massive cyclone walls to guard entire armies of heroes and shattered legions of Nomu with shockwave punches. In his final battle against All for One and Shigaraki, Izuku combined every lesson he had ever learned. He created a collapsing spear of air pressure, isolating the two villains in a sealed storm dome. Inside, the blast at sonic speed, redirecting decay, nullifying quirk blast, and striking with force enough to break the ground. His final attack, a triple-layered air spiral punch, shattered the air dome and the villain's resistance once and for all. In the aftermath, Izuku wasn't known as the symbol of peace because of his inherited power, but because he proved with skill, intelligence, and heart. Even the most underestimated quirk could reshape the world. He became the sky hero, Stormstep, a beacon of hope, soaring above Japan. If you like this what if, tag me in the comments if you want more what ifs like this. Thank you for watching throughout, and as always, love and peace. Goodbye.